Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This one is of course, a thrift store laptop that I found. In this particular case, it is known as let me check my reference here because there's no markings on it. It is a Lenovo G50-80. Very memorable number. I also have a G50-30. So I guess they made them in a variety of levels of quality. This is their low-end laptops, and you can really get a sense for it being low-end. But anyway, yeah, the other one I have, believe it or not, doesn't even have a fan in it. It uses like one of those really low power chips that you might find in like a Chromebook from back in the day. So it's almost like something to compete with Chromebooks, but it runs Windows. So that's the 30. This one's the 80. And this is the one with the Arabic, I think it was Arabic, is that what we said? Script on it. So yeah, this is a pretty cool laptop find. The only thing about it is I did discover there is, and we might as well look at the ports. There's your ports. You know, your exhaust, power, VGA, you got your networking, you got your HDMI, couple of USBs, you got some indicator lights here. Where are they? There they are. Oh, and you know what they have here? You don't even see it. I almost missed it. This is how you get into the BIOS. It's like a button press BIOS. Nova BIOS or something or other. I forget what they call it. Yeah, there's your audio jack. You got your card reader. You got your USB, funky looking, not well fitting optical drive, Kensington lock. Yeah, so discovered I can get a little bit of sound out of this plug in the side, but no sound out of the main speakers. So there's something wrong with the audio speakers or something. This is a silent laptop. So that's 2 silent laptops in my collection, which isn't too bad considering how many laptops I've bought from Value Village for a song. Excuse me. So let's get into it. So this is not the most ideal laptop in the sense that I would like to have some sound or even be able to plug in headphones. And I can get some sound out of it, but you gotta kind of like crank on it to get it to work, so it's not functional. But we'll go over the rest of the specs of it, of the machine. So this one is running, well, let's see. It's got a display of 1366 by 768, which I kind of like that size. It's easy to read. Pretty good. I just like to keep this open to make sure I'm not doing some kind of update and then I get a crap show sort of video out of this thing. So we can close that out. So let's get into the specs here. So as we can see, it is running a Broadwell U Intel Core i5 5200U, and there's all the specs. It's got 2 cores and 4 threads, which is good. It's there's your model number, basically your motherboard number, which is the same as the actual device, which is a G G50-80. And it has, BIOS date of 2014, so we're looking at probably around a 2014 system. And it's got 8 gigabytes of RAM, DDR3, but you'll notice it's running in single channel because there's only one stick there. And there is the stick, and it is also from 2014, so I would call this a 2014 system based on that information. And the graphics are interesting. It has, of course, the graphics associated with the chip itself, and it has Radeon 8500M. So that would have been really cool to be able to take more advantage of if it had sound. So as far as the memory is concerned, it's only one slot populated, and that's why we're getting single channel. So I would be inclined to put another stick of RAM in here, but the problem is it's got no sound, so I'm not going to really spend too much more time and effort on it. It also has a crappy replacement drive. Somebody must have replaced it because it's not a great drive. 160 must have come with better than that. So somebody just thrown a replacement drive in here. And let's take a look at the hours on that replacement drive. 330, so about a year's worth of use. So that indicates to me that probably, yeah, it was one of those things. Probably the old one went bad. They threw in this guy. And the summary, well, it's running cool, which is important. And it has, like it mentions, 8 gigs of RAM. It's got your graphics mentioned. Apparently the optical drive isn't functional. It says no optical drive, so not a functional optical drive. But who cares? And yeah, it's got that Seagate hard drive. So at this point we're going to do the old, what's this? Yeah, except I don't know what that is. Oh, that's don't know why. What is that? I don't know what that was open for. Okay, so here we go. So let's just see if I can get rid of some of the effects going on. It's a little too much of an angle. There we go. Okay, so let's give her a shot and see how this thing does. All right. Hard for me to see what I'm doing here. Okay, there we go. Here it goes. I don't believe anything is open. And we could see it wasn't really active with updates, so we shouldn't get any issues with drivers and who knows what. So here we go. So thanks for coming back, trying to go through all my different laptops that I've either found or I do have a lot that are sitting in storage. I'm trying to kind of make a systematic effort to go through some of these things. Give them a run for their money. All right, 160, 70, getting over 200 FPS, jumping around. So that is decent. Yeah, if it had sound, it would be a really cool laptop. But no such luck. Results. There they are. 611 for a laptop ain't bad for 2014. And we're seeing, 165 frame rate. Not bad for a laptop. It's okay. I usually look for anything above, 60 frames per second is kind of like the minimum. So this is doing well above that. Depending on your interest. I mean, it does have the Radeon graphics, which is a little better than some. But yeah, there you go. And yeah, all in all, it does pretty well for what it is, which would have been a really inexpensive Lenovo laptop, and it still has a pretty decent key feel when I actually type on it, other than it being very, very shiny. So it's gotten some use for sure. But yeah, not a bad little system. And I don't think the battery charges anymore. So yeah, it has a battery in the back, but it don't charge. So that's kind of typical for these type units. I don't know if the other one that I have, it's exactly the same body. So maybe I can swap the battery back and forth for those times I want to take it out of the house. But take it to the old coffee shop, you know. But there you go, guys. That's going to be it. And I guess I could just shut this and show you what it looks like. So that's the sort of the dust, I think, on it. That is the actual unit. So there you go. That's my Lenovo. Another thrift store pickup and refurbish. And it's actually, even amazingly, you can actually open the cover, the lid, whatever. You can open the laptop without it popping up, so that's kind of nice. And there's no real play in the actual hinges or anything, so it's, you know, it's in good shape that way. So there you go. Thanks for tuning in, and you know, you can always hit that subscribe for more of these awesome laptops and other thrift store finds. The other day I just recently did a video on this guy, and it's still charging in its dock. A 2003 sort of little pocket Palm Pilot type device. So that's the kind of stuff you can watch if you're into that kind of stuff. You know, I've been looking at YouTube. This is just I always like to just chatter about next to nothing of importance and nobody's asking about. But yeah, I just been noticing a lot of the old timer YouTubers who used to make videos about old laptops, old technology. They seem to be drying up. They seem to be like, I guess they're not getting many views because the algorithm has really changed on YouTube. These guys used to make videos like this and get 100,000 views, and now they get, you know, they're lucky to get 100 views. But yeah, I've noticed one of the things about them is they've sort of stopped making videos, and they're kind of giving up YouTube. So not a lot of people still doing this kind of thing, but for those who are, you know, I salute you. You're doing it. You're keeping the flame alive, keeping it burning, and for those of us who enjoy this sort of thing, I mean, I wouldn't be making videos if I hadn't seen all these other guys who were doing it. So, you know, I miss some of you guys. I mean, you know, I remember UXW Bill. He was a classic character. Used to enjoy his videos, and you know, I still see LGR and who else is out there? There's a few, but they're, you know, they've all, for the most part, just sort of decided, it's not worth it, right? So if that's the case, sometimes, you know, you're not really getting any returns on it. I don't get paid for any of this stuff. I don't have enough followers, and even if I did, I probably wouldn't be able to get any money out of it because I just can't force myself to do the kind of things I have to do with this oddware crap and stuff. Oh my God, I don't want to do that. So I hope you guys like my video. If you do, hit that like button and comment. I always enjoy engaging with people, and yeah, just be nice, and I'll talk to you later.